Okay, the theory for this lecture video is institutionalism. An institution is essentially defined as either formal or informal. It naturally is composed by groups of people, but the institution tends to survive longer than the individual people who actually comprise it. You can think of schools, you can think of government, you can think of corporations. These are examples of institutions that actually become part, okay, of the social fabric. They become part of how society operates, and they become so, okay, or they become important to consider precisely because people also adjust, okay, they behave in a way that is influenced by the institutions they belong, or the institutions they belong to. Institutionalism is an approach which highlights the role of institutions in affecting social behavior. Institutions, as I said, tend to last longer than the people who become part of the institutions. Government, the country, the way the state is run, the way the state operates, all of these are examples of how institutions affect social behavior. Kung ano yung pinagdadaanan mong mga proseso o mga hakbang para makuha mo yung access to social services na kailangan mo, these are actually dictated by the ones who make the rules. And that is why the ones who make the rules, those who become leaders of institutions, get to establish what we call the rules of the game. They get to establish what we call as the different norms and practices that will be followed in a particular group. Institutions can be formal or informal. Okay? Formal institutions, as we will explain later, are those that actually take on a classification of its own. While informal institutions, okay, tend to guide the different behaviors that we might actually expect from people. This kind of theory looks at institutions as humanly devised constraints. Okay? Kaya siya constraint not necessarily because it is meant to show the negative side automatically, but because it acknowledges the fact na dahil ito ay isang humanly devised structure, okay, it sets rules. The constraints here refer to the rules that are being set, okay, based on how that particular institution has been formed. They structure or they provide limitations on the political, economic, and social interactions of people. Formal institutions are those that refer to officially established, legally introduced, and enforced by the state. Okay, so these are established, okay, and are introduced, okay. They have a legal entity of their own. In terms of formal institutions, among the examples that we have will be the family. Okay, how do you know that there is a legal codification of what families are? Just take a look at the family code. Okay, usually when codes or when laws are being made or passed to introduce to us how to properly understand particular social institutions or particular groups, then that is a way to provide legitimate recognition, okay, to this particular group. Government, okay, the Constitution itself, for example, provides us with an idea about how government operates and how government is supposed to serve people, how government is supposed to actually be there to further the aims of society. Education. Education is something that, for example, we consider as a way to achieve the aims of a particular society. So here, mahalaga para sa atin sa realm ng edukasyon na malaman ano naman yung mga rules that actually pertain to the way by which a particular educational system operates. Even religion. Religion has its own set of rules. It may not necessarily be the Philippine Constitution dictating how each particular religion should operate in terms of its rituals and practices, but because it has its own set of laws or its own set of regulations. The Roman Catholic Church, for example, has the Code of Canon Law to explain to people how the church or the Roman Curia actually operates. So that is one example of that. Okay. Now, the formality, no, the formal status of these institutions gets to provide us with a glimpse now of how to properly understand the different guidelines and the structure that are actually part or that actually make up the interactions of that particular group. Kailangan, gamit yung mga yun, maunawaan natin kung bakit ganun sila mag-operate. Bakit kaya ganun sila mag-behave? Because their particular behaviors are of course guided by the rules that usually they set for themselves or for long-standing institutions. Okay, mga matatanda ng institusyon, ito ay minanang mga practices. Okay? So these institutions are governed by their own rules, their guidelines, and their structure. How do you get to talk with one person? How do you get to deal with different people? And these now, okay, these now guide how they would actually operate. Okay, so informal institutions refer to rules governing behavior outside official channels. So they are usually manifested in practices na hindi siya necessarily institutionalized pero parang meron siyang uh, constraint na binibigay sa tao kasi dapat sundin mo to. And we see that in the traditional practices that are actually found among different formal institutions like, for example, the family. So here is an example. Formal institutions, okay, will give us rules on how to handle money. How do you actually protect yourself from unfair practices? Traffic rules, holidays, labor unions, yan ay mga nako-codify sa batas. Yan ay mga bagay na institutions actually regulate. Usually kapag nare-regulate na, formal na. But informal will include cultural practices that are not necessarily required, but for some reason there's a social expectation by virtue of tradition or the inherent moral value or the inherent moral qualities that these practices express, such as the giving of the dowry, filial piety, okay, or arranged marriages. In some cases, arranged marriages, especially when they involve children, move now to the formal realm, particularly when there is a prohibition, okay, for child marriages to actually take place. So depending on what the institution actually has, there is now a need for people to determine ano ba kasi yung gagawin doon sa particular institution na yun. Another important concern. In relation naman to tipping food servers, waiters and all that. Depende kung nasa ang parte ka ng mundo. In Japan, that's not acceptable. In the United States, if you give 20%, they will love you. If you give 5%, then you're a very cheap person. If you give 0%, then they look badly at you. Kasi sa kanila, hindi pinoproteksyonan ng maayos ang mga taong nagsisilbi sa mga food establishments. Okay? Class suspensions tend to have its own rules. That's formal. Yung pagbabalot ng mga handa, that tends to be more informal. Passport, okay, is formal. Fertility, informal. Office memos, value-added tax, yan ay formal. May rules yan ng mga institutions. Pamamanhikan, these are informal. Condo association dues are formal precisely because you sign the leasing agreements or the ownership agreements, the tenancy agreements for these institutions. Now, what are some schools of thought? We spoke about rational choice theory before. In rational choice institutionalism, it examines how human behavior is shaped by institutions by the creation of expectation on the possible consequences of certain options. Sinabi natin sa rational choice theory that the maximization of utility or usefulness, the maximization of the benefits that you can enjoy are important. But that people are also governed, are supposed to use their reason and their logic to determine kung ano ang kanilang gagawin. So here, in institutionalism, binibigyan mo pa rin ng laya ang tao na gawin itong mga to, but merong consequences. Sa revised penal code, kapag ito ang ginawa mo, kapag ito threshold, ito conditions, ito parusa mo. For example naman, kapag ang mga benefits, for example, sa social services, sa PhilHealth program or what, kapag ganito ang inyong naging condition, then this is what you can expect to get from the government. Historical institutionalism focuses on the means by which institutional procedures in the past shape reaction to political demand. How do institutions, especially the old institutions, get to respond to societal pressure, get to respond to political demands, get to respond to the new realities of the time? Makikita mo yan, for example, old universities like Ateneo, UST, even a little of UP, LaSalle, okay? Lalo pa yung tatlo na Catholic. UST, Ateneo, LaSalle. The Catholic orientation cannot be removed from how these institutions make decisions. Okay? Especially if the owners, meaning the Dominicans for UST, the Jesuits for Ateneo, the LaSallian Brothers for De La Salle, are heavily involved in the decision making or running of the institution. So, yung mga practices na yon, hindi yan inimbento lang ng mga bagong Dominicans or bagong mga Jesuits. Those practices are usually handed down to them. So that is by looking at how these practices shaped the way they actually work on, no? The way by which they actually work on, or at least they manifest, no? In these particular practices, makikita natin yung impluwensya ng nakaraan sa kung paanong nagre-react ngayon. And also, when you're a leader, okay, faced with a different situation, ang lagi mo tatanungin, paano ba to kasi ginawa dati? Ano yung naging kasagutan dati sa ganitong problema? The problems are never the same. But if they bear similar characteristics, new leaders will be wise to actually look at how others have done it. Presidents, for example, in law, kapag kayo ay naging abogado, okay? Judicial president or president, depending on how you pronounce it, is established when the court decides on a set of circumstances on a particular case, and then nagkakaroon ng guidance for future cases. Na kapag may similar conditions, may similar offenses, ganito ang likely magiging desisyon. That's one way by which you can talk about, or at least try to understand, the influence of history. Sociological institutionalism focuses on how customs, rules, and values shape individuals' perceptions of their concerns and how it can affect their social environment. I-erase ko ba o hindi? Yung konsepto natin ng hiya, for example, that is one concrete example of how the sociological institutionalism affects our behavior. Kasi kung paano tayong focus, for example, doon sa hiya factor, can now determine tayo ba ay magkakaroon ng confidence to say it, o wag na lang nating sabihin kasi nga nakakahiya. Okay? So institutionalism, okay, essentially talks about how people's behavior are ordered, are constrained, are limited, are guided by the rules that are established, by the laws that tell us how to govern behavior, and by the traditions that have been put in place through the different practices that were prevalent in the past. Okay? So, maganda sa atin, as social science researchers, kapag ka nag-iimbestiga tayo ng isang issue, tulad ng issue na i-investigate niyo for your performance task, ba't ba kasi nagkaganyan? Ano ba kasi yung rules dati that made it now easy for people, or that made it convenient for people to act in this particular way? Okay? Kung dati, kapag hinayaan na makakakuha ka ng pabor o hindi ka abusuhin, hindi ka pag-iinitan, basta sumipsip ka sa colonial masters, then perhaps that will help explain why there remains to be a gift-giving culture in the Philippines. Kaya pansinin niyo sa mga government offices, may tinatawag silang no gifting policy or no gift policy. Kasi historically, okay, ang mga tao, kapag ka binahinayaan mo na magbigay lamang, the expectation is they should now be able to access certain favors kasi nga nagbigay naman sila. That is a historical fact na merong benefit kapag ka ikaw ay nagbibigay. Pero kung lalabanan yan, for example, ng mga policies, kung lalabanan yan ng ating mga procedures, then what can potentially happen is that we move beyond that and change future behaviors. So essentially, kung gusto mo na magpatuloy yung behavior, then wag mong ipagbawal. Wag mong baguhin ang rules. Pero kung gusto mo naman na magbago yung behavior, then normally ang nangyayari, pinipigilan muna natin o you put certain measures in place to either make it forbidden, to make it discouraged, okay, so that you can in turn promote other forms of behavior. Okay?